Hey everyone, so in this video I'll be talking about Champions Trophy, the history, the format of this year and a few predictions of my own. So let's get started. So the tournament started way back in 1998 and it was called as ICC Knockout Trophy as every game in the tournament was a knockout game. In the first edition, South Africa won this trophy and in the second edition, New Zealand won this trophy. It was initially started by ICC in order to promote the game of cricket in non-test playing nations and hence the first edition was held in Bangladesh and the second one was held in Kenya to promote these games. So the motive was to collect funds which would be generated by this tournament and distribute it amongst other non-test playing nations. Now this tournament was first played after 2 years for the first 7-8 years. After that it was supposed to be held in Pakistan, but due to security reasons it got rescheduled in 2009 and since then after 4 years this tournament is conducted. The current holders are Pakistan who won this tournament in 2017. As you can see here, these are the list of all the winners in the previous years who have won this trophy. Only once the ICC trophy had been shared between two teams was between Sri Lanka and India, where over 110 overs were bowled in a 50 over game. Yes, that's right, because the first day a few overs were bowled but it was washed out and in the reserve day the match was restarted and again a few overs were bowled but the game could not be continued because of rain and hence it was a shared event. A fun fact, Chris Gayle is the highest run scorer in the history of Champions Trophy with 791 runs and Kyle Mills from New Zealand is the highest wicket taker in this tournament in the history. So coming to the format of this tournament, previous few editions have been played with only 8 teams and up until 2017 it was decided that the top 8 ranked teams in the one day format prior to 6 months of this event would be selected for this Champions Trophy. But this time around it was not the case. This time the top 8 teams in the World Cup 2023 table, which you can see here, were selected for this trophy and hence teams like Sri Lanka and West Indies were not in contention for qualification. That's how the format is going to be this time around. Now coming to the groups, there are 2 groups where 4 teams each are there and each team will play 3 games against the opponents. The top 2 teams from each group will qualify for the semi-finals and finals eventually. And coming to the final segment, my predictions. So I feel the highest run getter could be Rohit Sharma or Travis Head. I feel the highest wicket taker can be Shaheen Shah Afridi, Rashid Khan or Kuldeep Yadav depending on the pitches. And I feel from Group A either India, New Zealand will go ahead or Pakistan might be a surprise package. And from Group B, which is termed to be Group of Death, but I don't think it would be as tough as many of the teams are not in form. But I am backing South Africa and England to go to the semi-finals. And I feel India have a great chance to lift this trophy as well. So